Today we do the pasta, and the kind of pasta we're gonna make is fettuccine. Now, this traditionally is made by hand, by rolling the dough on a wooden surface with a rolling pin. I'll use instead the KitchenAid pasta machine. First we're gonna make the sheet which could be used for lasagne, and later on we're gonna cut that sheet to make fettuccine. Alright, so let's start. This is the dough that we made yesterday. So we cut it in half, and then this in a further half, and we give it more or less rectangular shape, okay? Flattening it up a bit with our hands. It's important to flour it using some semolina flour, or if you don't have it, some normal white flour, but the semolina flour makes a better job at keeping the flour dry, so that it doesn't stick to the machine. So we start from 1 is the thickness, okay, which is the most thick, and then as we go we make it thinner. So now we go to 2. The important thing is to keep it in the center. Okay. You see, I always make sure that there is enough semolina flour on the dough itself, on the sheet itself. And delicately you accompany it with your hands, so it doesn't break. We are at 3 now, we have to reach 6. The maximum that this machine reaches is 8 in terms of thickness. 8 is good if you want to make tortellini, for example, because the dough for tortellini has to be very, very thin. But if you want to make lasagne or fettuccine or pappardelle, it's better to use a thicker kind of sheet. See how long it becomes? 5, and then 6 is going to be the last one that we give it, that we do. Actually, certain people will stop here at 5 already, but I want it a bit thinner. I prefer it a bit thinner when it comes to fettuccine, so I'll go to 6. Make sure that the sheet is well floured, it's dry, otherwise it will stick to the machine. Perfect. Okay, first sheet done. All right. Here it is. First sheet done. Now this is good also to make lasagne if you want. You see, it's very long, so I would cut it because it's too long. I'll cut it in half. Then you see these odd ends here. What you can do is to cut them, okay? And with these, later on, we make maltagliati. Maltagliati, which then you can use for a soup, for example. If you make pasta with beans or pasta with peas. It's very good for that. Okay, so we keep this here. These have to dry up a bit. Okay, and then we proceed with the second one. So we go back to 1, thickness number 1. We shape this a bit into some kind of rectangular, like more or less form. More or less, because you can't be super precise with this, of course. Okay. And again, we repeat the procedure. All right, now we change the appliance. We take this one and we insert this, which is for fettuccine. Okay. It's not difficult, it's a bit tricky, but okay. You put it in and then you close this thing here, I don't know how you call it in English, very tightly so that you are sure that while working the thing doesn't get out. Now, before we do the fettuccine, let me show you the maltagliati that I told you about. You see this piece as it is? So maltagliati, poorly cut. If I want to cut it properly, I would roll it up, right, and then cut it geometrically. But in this case, I just go like this. These are maltagliati. You cut them however it comes, right? It doesn't have to have a specific shape. Okay, that's the maltagliati. Now, let's go with the fettuccine. All right, so we start the machine and on we go with the dough. Very beautiful. Okay, then these we pass into semolina flour because we want to prevent them from sticking. Okay, again, to be extra sure. Ecco fatto. Ecco, bellissime. Now, once you are here, you wanna roll them up on themselves and create a nest. Okay? Like this. And you put the nest here.